unfortunately I'm unable to, so unfortunately I'm unable. Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some stuff that I got from e.l.f. Ordered off their site maybe a couple months ago. I never actually got around to sharing with you guys what I got, so I figured I would just combine some of that stuff I got a couple months ago in this haul, and as well as some stuff that I picked up at Target. e.l.f. is just constantly coming out with new things, so I ordered some newer stuff and then some stuff that I've been meaning to try. At first I wasn't really interested in trying out the e.l.f. skincare for whatever reason, but lately I've been seeing a lot of reviews and people raving about their skincare products. So if you guys would like me to review some of their skincare, just let me know in the comments down below. But so far I've only tried out their moisturizer and I've really been enjoying it. I appreciate the packaging because it has this nice pump. You get quite a bit of product in here, and I will say with this moisturizer, a little bit goes a long way. So this is a really great daytime moisturizer if you have more normal to dry skin. And I say that because it is very hydrating and it almost feels a little bit thick. So if you have very oily skin, I'm not sure how this would work for you underneath makeup during the day. I'm not sure if this is considered skincare or not, but this is kind of a newer product. And this is the AQUA Beauty Aqua Primer Mist. Okay, well there you go. It's a primer mist. I picked this up because it says it's supposed to give you a more radiant look, and I've been looking for a cruelty-free dupe for my Max Fix Plus. I haven't tried it out yet, so let's just see how it goes. The first test is the spray test. Ooh. Ooh. No. I already know I'm not gonna like this as a finishing spray only because it kind of squirts out and it's not really so much of a fine mist. With my last e.l.f. order that I did about a month ago or so that I ordered, something happened with my order and I got kind of mixed up. So by the time I actually got my order, they had sold out of a lot of the items. They threw in kind of like a few freebies and like refunded me, but whatever. So one of the little freebies they threw in there was the tone adjusting face primer. I've been trying it out. This is the green one, so it's to help reduce redness. So it's going to help smooth fine lines and help minimize the look of pores. So that's why I've really been liking this, but I saw e.l.f. had quite a few other primers. I just wanted to see how they compared, so I did pick up the poreless face primer and the hydrating one. I've really been enjoying the poreless one. It definitely helps smooth out those larger pores around the nose area. This is just like a clear primer. It's not going to give you like any type of tint. And the hydrating one surprisingly reminds me of the Hourglass Primer Serum. It's like a thicker... It's like a thicker serum, really. I can't describe it. If you tried the Hourglass one, this one is very similar to that. I've kind of been thinking about doing like one of those half high-end, half low-end comparison videos. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. The primers I've actually really been enjoying, and I actually got my mom into them as well. If you guys watched one of my videos a while back, I talked about the e.l.f. what was it? The moisturizing foundation stick, and I still really love that product, and it just kind of inspired me to try more e.l.f. foundations. So I actually picked up two more, and this is the foundation serum, and I actually haven't heard very good things about this, but I just wanted to try it out for myself. The thing that kind of confuses me is it says reapply at least every 2 hours, so that right there kind of tells me that it's not a very long wearing foundation, but I'm not sure if that's because it has SPF 25, so maybe like the SPF wears off every 2 hours, or the foundation itself is gonna wear off. Kind of confused there. I haven't actually tried it out. I swatched a little bit on my hand, and I mean already just from like swatching it, I got it in the shade Fair Light, by the way. There are only a couple shades. I do have a little bit of self-tanner on, so it looks a little light right now, but without self-tanner, this is basically like my perfect match. It's very liquidy. Doesn't really give you much coverage, but maybe this would just be nice for those light makeup days. Speaking of the foundation stick, I actually picked up another one. Since I like the foundation stick so much, I maybe use this as like a bronzer or a contour. So I was a little surprised at how deep this color is. I don't think I'll be able to use this. I'm not sure exactly. It actually blends out very easily, so maybe I can get away with just using it as a bronzer to help warm up the skin. I mean, yeah, maybe I can. I've been hearing a lot about this acne fighting foundation, and this has salicylic acid, witch hazel, tea tree, I think aloe. Sorry, the label's kind of rubbed off here. So I picked up Porcelain and I picked up Sand also, and unfortunately neither one of these shades works out for me. Maybe Porcelain will work out when I don't have any self-tanner on. It's just way too light for me, and Sand is just kind of an off color for me. Unfortunately, I'm unable to try those because I just can't find my right shade, but That's okay. e.l.f. has a ton of these little palettes. I had another one, I think it's the bronzer palette, but I just can't find it anywhere. So right here I have the illuminating palette and the blush palette. The illuminating palette kind of reminds me of those Hourglass ambient lighting powders. They're not going to give you a very strong highlight. So these are really good powders to even like dust over all of your face lightly, or just use them as a soft cheekbone highlight. And the blush palette I actually really do like. This is the light one. I believe they have a medium and a deep one. And you know, these are actually very, very pigmented. I love the color range, and they actually last a very long time on your cheeks, so I would definitely recommend these. I'm a huge fan of e.l.f. brushes. I just think they're pretty good quality, especially for the price. So I picked up a few more, and this one is the only one I'm kind of disappointed in, only because I'm not sure how much use I'm going to get out of it. This is part of their Beautifully Bare collection, and this is the stipple brush. The only thing that throws me off is the size of this brush, because if I tried to use it for foundation, I just feel like it's a little bit too small and that would just take forever to blend out. But it's not really the size I would use to blend out concealer. These other ones I have really been liking. This one especially, this is part of their Selfie Ready collection. I'm not sure exactly which one this is called. If I remember the name, I'll put it up here for you. But I've been loving using this to blend out my BB cream because, I mean, you can tell this is a pretty big size brush and it just blends everything out so fast. You can even use this with foundation, powders even. I've just been getting a lot of use out of this. As you can tell, it's really, really dirty. I need to wash it. And I also picked up the highlighting blush. I think it's the perfect shape to not only highlight your cheekbones, but to set the under eyes, which is what I plan to use it for. This is one that I picked up to replace my NYC liner, which has been my go-to liner for years now, but unfortunately they are not cruelty free. This one looked pretty similar on the site. It has that same like brush tip applicator, so hopefully this will do the job because this is very affordable as well. This is actually like almost identical to that already. I can tell it's like a very fine tip brush. It actually is very, very black. It seems a little bit watery. I'm gonna let that dry and see if it dries down to a matte finish. This is another one of the products from the AQUA Beauty line, and this is the liquid eyeshadow in the color Rose Gold. I really like the packaging of these. Almost like a concealer. It has like a little doe foot applicator. No smell. I don't know why I smelled that. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a little bit lighter than I was expecting. This might be nice like on the inner corner as a highlight or just all over the lid, but it definitely has that more metallic look to it. Another foundation, I forgot to mention this one, but this is the HD Mattifying Cream Foundation. So this is in the color Buff, and this is just way too dark for me, right? Maybe, I don't know. I probably have to mix it with something else and just use this like on the outer edges of my face like as a bronzer. It's actually very, very creamy. It says it's a matte foundation, but it seems like definitely give you more of that like luminous finish. But it kind of almost has like a greasy feel to it. So if you have very oily skin and you're looking into trying this out, I don't feel like it would be a very good foundation. But like I said, I haven't tried it out, so I really can't say how it's actually going to wear on the skin. But just from swatching it and the feel of the foundation, it actually feels a little bit greasy, which is weird because it says oil-free mattifying foundation. Now these I'm very excited about. These are the highlighting dewy drops, and it says they are illuminating. I feel like I had to shake it up pretty good to actually see the product. So it's kind of separated. Ooh, actually, like, that's really nice. Definitely going to be a product for those of you with more normal to dry skin. It's not really going to be used like as a highlight like on your cheekbones, but maybe something to mix in with foundations or use it underneath as a primer. It has almost like a greasy feel to it. It's very, very heavy, so I'm not really sure. I'm still going to try it out. Maybe with a very matte foundation, this would be the perfect combination. So this one I actually threw away the packaging, but the packaging like totally threw me off. It was almost something like this to where it had the concealer inside. Once you pulled it out, it was actually really small. And this is their HD Lifting Concealer. I got mine in the shade Fair. This one looked like it had more of a yellow undertone to it. If you are very, very fair, this is probably still a little bit too dark for you. It doesn't look like it's going to give you a whole lot of coverage. Alright, so just a few more products here. I actually got the matte lip pencils or lip colors. Now I don't think I have all of them yet, but I have quite a few of them. So if you guys want to see a lip swatch video on these, let me know. But I do have like a lot of these. I have a ton of the NYX matte lipsticks, the Milani matte lipsticks, every single Wet n Wild matte lipsticks. If you guys want to see that video, just let me know. I've actually been thinking about doing that one, but swatching like almost 30 lipsticks seems very, very painful. I actually really do like these e.l.f. lip colors. I don't reach for them as much as I should, but one of my favorites is Tea Rose. It's more of like a mauve color, which I think a lot of people are gonna like. It's actually kind of similar to something like the color I have on right now. I have like a mix of colors. I have a little bit of Lime Crime Cashmere, and I think it's ColourPop Midi. I think I just mixed those two together with my Rock and Rose lip liner from Jordana. But that is pretty much it for this haul, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, e.l.f. is always coming out with new things, so I'm pretty sure this won't be the last e.l.f. haul I do. I am waiting for a couple products to come back in stock, especially the Hydrating Bubble Mask. Don't know how much I'm really gonna like that, only because I've watched demos of it, and it just seems like it's gonna feel very itchy, and I don't know. I don't really like bubbles. I know that sounds weird. I just don't like the look or feel of bubbles. I don't know, it just kind of grosses me out, like all the little dots. Any type of video requests that you are wanting to see, just let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my videos. If you are not subscribed, I would love it if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!